Peace, peace, peace. What it do, yeah? It's your brother, man, from the motherland, coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that ROD pod. For those that don't know who I am him, Tunes, the NBIC. And of course, you know, I represent that ROD. Let me give a shout out to the YouTube family, give a shout out to the ancestors, to the creators, and the El Kebulan deities that hover over us, that guide us, that's waiting for us to connect back so they can give us the strength to get our land back. Yes. And in fact, we are them, the El Kebulan kidnap. Round of applause for that. As you guys can see, it's bright and early. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I just got up, say, hey, man, I got to do this for the people. I've been, slacking as far as coming on consistently. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it is due to the fact that I be working and I be tired by the time I get home. But no, again, still no excuses. We gotta come outside and literally talk that talk. I wanted to talk about why love is lacked within the black community, or should I say the black culture. Why is there such high level of hatred, anger, etc., etc.? So I wanted to be the one to just tell you guys the truth. The reason why we have such high hatred for self, each other, and beyond is because slavery took away love. I repeat, slavery took away love. Slavery removed that feeling, that love that's genuinely inside somebody. Slavery took that away. And the only way it can come back is through what? The only way it could come back is through what? It's through get back. The love of a black man towards himself is beyond broken. How do you have love when you have shackles around your neck? By that moment, the whole ideology of love is thrown out the window. And what's causing us to become so insane right now is because we know that there's no love. And we try to substitute that feeling with religion and ideologies and philosophies and mystical stories that doesn't make absolutely no sense. Because the love that we had, the genuine love that we had, has been completely removed. And it probably will never, ever come back. And I'm just being honest. Let's look at these slides right here that I made for you guys. This is what slavery, when the love was removed through slavery, this is what happened. The emotional disconnect, reshaping bonds, healing. These are the things that we need to understand. We need to understand that through slavery, love was disconnected. It meaning it could never be connected again. Because in order for the cord to go into the outlet, the cord needs to get close to the outlet. Our outlet is El Kebulan, and we're not there. So the love is shot when it comes to that. Understanding the impacts, we are busy putting it to the side. It's like we're watering down our trauma. That can never be accepted. You can never water down your trauma. You have to always face it head on. Because if you water down the trauma will overtake you and it will destroy you. It will unalive you. It will do the necessary things let me take that back. It will do the exact things that you guys are witnessing today here in America and all over the world. Wherever El Kebulans are kidnapped, these shits is happening. Now, as you guys can see, it says healing. Healing is something that can never be done. Healing can never be done as long as a system is in place taking advantage of you. Healing can never be done as long as a religion that's in place that prevents you from ever doing what you used to do. Healing can never be done. It sounds good. I could sell it to you. But when you buy the product, you're going to realize that the product just is just another product from Timo. Shopping like a billionaire. That's what you're going to come to the fire. That's what you're going to come to the realization. That healing is just another sell pitch to keep you shut it up. That's just what it is. Okay? Defining love across cultures. How do we define love? I can't. I don't know. I don't know the true love that Chinese people feel. I don't know the true love that Arab people feel. I don't know the true love that Jewish, European, etc., 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 etc. feels. You know why? Because none of these individuals was hijacked, forcibly violated, forced upon religion. None of these things happen to these other nations. So of course they're gonna have unconditional love. Of course they're gonna see society in a different way. Of course they're gonna embrace you know this lifestyle. Of course they're gonna reap all the benefits. Of course they're gonna take advantage of the opportunity because they come from a loving background. They come from a culture that can be traced back thousands of years. Our culture is literally based on whatever they gave us. We measure our culture based on this. Let me show you guys this. Oh yeah, I will be doing a live about this. Yes. What is it? What is the Bible and the Masons got? What are they doing together? I thought the word of God is not supposed to be amongst evil. Hmm? Hmm? So when I tell you that this Biblos is a Masonic book, a satanic Masonic book, you guys thinking that I'm lying. I got the evidence to prove it. Oh, I got the evidence to prove it. Eh, we are the only ones. We are the only ones that have absolutely nothing to connect to us that we can honestly say that's our own. You cannot say that Judaism is yours. You cannot say Hebrewism is yours. You have to make yourself believe that it's yours, right? The Arabs can tell you that Islam is theirs. They can tell you that, and you know it's that. Christianity, likewise. Judaism, likewise. What is yours, black man? What is yours, black man? What is yours, black sister? What is yours? Huh? Because anything that's associated with black is automatically demonized as evil. Anything that's associated with black is automatically demonized as evil. Hence why love is never coming back into our community. Why we don't have no love. Why there's no love in our culture. This is why they said, listen, these niggas don't love you. These niggas don't love themselves. Why not put music out that promotes all the violence and all the evil and all the wickedness? Just throw the music out there. It's gonna be easy for them to grasp to that because they know that we come from a place of no love. So giving toxic music is gonna be easily embraced. That's just like check this out. That's like me going into impoverished area. That's like me going to the Bronx where you know fiends is at an uprise. That's like me going out there and I'm going out there and I'm supplying them with food. And I'm supplying them with water. I'm supplying them with something. That's exactly what they're doing. Continue feeding them what they want. They don't care that they eating out the garbage. Just keep giving it to them. As long as it tastes good, as long as you put sugar on it, they're going to embrace it. And that's what happened to us. And this is why they're doing what they're doing. Because they know that there's no love. They see it every day. Go we are the only people that can walk amongst each other and have absolutely no problem when I say, hey, how you doing? without showing a level of acknowledgement. We are the only people. Matter of fact, we're so jacked up. We are telling our children, "Don't you talk to nobody." We're so jacked up, we tell our children, "Don't you talk to nobody." We're so jacked up that we tell our children that if somebody talks to you, run and call the police. We're so jacked up that we have it in our minds that we will approach a little child, a little girl, a little boy, and have thoughts, evil thoughts on what you can do to this child. We, us. Because the love was removed from us the minute shackles was put around our necks. And now society is trying to teach us how to love. And there's laws in place that if you don't show this love, you will end up in jail. You will be deemed as a terrorist. You will be deemed as something so evil and heinous that you should not be walking on the face of this earth. I guess every single black person from here all the way to Kebulan should not be walking on the face of this earth because, boy, we are traumatized. Boy, we are jacked up. Boy, we need help. And their Jesus and their gods and their books isn't going to help us. Okay? It isn't going to help us. Yeah. It's not. It's not. It's all lies. It's all about control. It's all about manipulating the mind. He that controls the mind controls the spine. It's all lies. I could show you. I want to show you this verse so you know, and you know that I'm not lying. Let me read this for you. Let me go to Genesis chapter 13. Oh, Dana. Let me go to Genesis chapter 13. This is Genesis chapter 13. And I would like to read it. Check this out. And Abram went up out of Egypt, he and his wife, and all that he had, and Lot with him into the south. Into the south. Now, isn't this the same precept that's in the KJV? Now, what is the Freemason Bible doing with the KJV? Why are they side by side? I know. I'll leave that for another discussion. But again, these things are not beneficial for us. These things are not beneficial for us. All it's doing is feeding into the hatred. I seen so much black people yesterday run inside these European councils to get on their knees to pray into an image that did absolutely nothing for them. I seen a whole bunch of black people dress their best, people that's living sinister lives according to the Biblos. Take their time out to look their best. Oh, you should have seen how the girl. Listen, I don't know if they was going to church or they was just coming out of a strip club. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out, when did the church become so explicit? This is supposed to be the house of the Lord, the Almighty, the most powerfulest being on the face of this earth. And people go in there like they getting ready to twerk. Make it make sense, guys. Make it make sense. Let's talk about the destruction of the love and slavery. Look, this is what slavery, this is why love is removed. This family separation. You telling me I'm supposed to still have love when I watch my children, my wife, my husband be removed, be violated, be killed? Now you're telling me that I'm supposed to have love. Huh? You're watching you watching bonds being put on children. Can you imagine, as a mother or as a father, watching your 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 8-year-old, 19, 20, 21, doesn't matter. Watch your offspring get shackles put around their necks, hands, feet, toes, etc. I'm gonna put this video of a museum out in Ghana when they was showing how they used to stick things in their mouth to prevent people from complaining, chanting, and trying to summon these powers because they're not telling you the truth. They're not telling you that when we was in these circumstances, we was hollering at the ancestors, we was hollering at the creators, we was hollering at the deities, and a lot of things was happening. Okay? These people like to pitch the casualties of us, the failed missions of us. They don't talk about the numerous amount of victories. They don't tell you how much slaughter came from us to them. They don't tell you these things. They don't tell you the over the hundreds to close to 1,000 rebellions that took place. They don't tell you these things. Every day somebody was running away. Every day somebody was fighting back. Every day the slave masters used to have to hire more people to guard these plantations because these slaves was becoming too much. How you think they came up with the Willie Lynch? How you think they came up with all these concepts? What makes you think that these people did not know? Like, hold on, nah, these dudes is wilding. We need to create something to prevent this. Right? They had to create something to prevent this. How do we minimize this rebellion? This is when Charles C. Jones came on the scene. And Charles C. Jones said, hey, you have to indoctrinate them into our religion. And the plantation owners at the time said, hell no. We do not want these people and they're not even worthy coming into the knowledge of what we know and our God, because our God has allowed us to be in this position. See, you guys thinking that, their biggest fear was you coming into their religion and reaping the benefit. No. Their biggest fear was you coming into the religion and capitalizing on what Jesus said that he was going to do. Jesus said that all knees shall bow, every knee has bowed. Jesus said that he will come with the sword and divide, and that the riches of this earth is nothing compared to the riches in heaven. And he came, and he got that job done. He came and he got that job done. You got the forced breedings. We're not even going to talk about the forced breedings on how they used to impose themselves upon our women. How they used to purposely have their daughters lay with the man so they can produce children and purify their DNA. We're not going to even talk about the wives, the slave catcher wives, the slave masters' wives that had such a high ordeal and high fetish for the black man and secretly will come into the shed and get digged down and produce these black babies. Oh, we're not even going to talk about the forced breeding when they used to literally hand pick slaves. Like, look at this strong nigga right here. I want this. They would hand pick slaves and have this hand picked slave, literally be designed to mate and have children, produce. Your job is to nut in this, none in that, none of that, none of that, and produce nothing but children so we can have strong working black men and then we can have them under our control. But all of that came about after they came up with what Charles C. Jones, the the Leopold letter, and and all the other letters that they put, the Willie Lynch and all the other letters that they put in place, where they communicated with each other, giving ideas on how to be heinous towards black and brown people. And you're telling me, and now you're telling me that we should love everybody, that Jesus loves everybody, that everything is nothing but love, unity, togetherness. That's all they're selling to us now. And they're selling it to us like we're supposed to catch on, like you're supposed to have this. It's in you. You're human, right? You're supposed to love, my brother. So now I understand why when we drive around and we listen to Shoot 'em Up Bang Bang, it has no effect on us. Compared to when a European hear that, they're like, oh my gosh, I can't listen to such violence, and they turn it off. It explains that. You know why? You know why? Because we are the ones that's suffering from love. We the ones that's suffering from post-traumatic slave syndrome. We the ones that have the mistrust, the generational fear that these people have installed in us. We are the ones that's living in a life of survival. We are always in survival mode. There is never no peace for us, no matter what you call it, no matter how rich you are. A black man could be $50 billion in the bank, can go driving down memory lane, and then the police will pull over and blow out his brain because he tried to remember too much. Come on, people, make it make sense, huh? And then not to mention these emotional walls that we keeping around us 24 hours, 7 days a week. You understand me? You understand this emotional wall that we must keep up. I'm keeping this wall up because I gotta protect me, even myself. I've been so mentally programmed and trained to literally put my peace before anything. You know why? Because I spent my entire life dealing with PTSS. I spent my entire life having mistrust, listening to the generational fears that my mother told me what took place in Haiti and what my father went through and how he died, and then to see how my grandparents died and to see everything that's going on around us. Huh? We are all in survival mode. You thinking that you free. You thinking that you thinking that we got the same equal opportunities. We got the same time of day. Everybody got 24 hours in a clock, right? Yeah, 24 hours. The difference between our clock and their clock shines bright. Our clock remains dark. And if you don't have no flashlight walking in through certain doors, you might just crash out. Hmm? Huh? This is our life. Nah, but I understand why you don't have no love. I understand why everything is shoot 'em up, bang, bang. I understand it. It makes sense now. Because slavery took that away from us. Slavery took that away from us. Mass incarceration just means slavery, just means old time slavery. That's what mass incarceration means. When you go to jail, my mans, check this out. For all you niggas that's feeling to be gangsters and want to live a lifestyle and thinking that it's cool to be in jail, first and foremost, anybody that want to be in a house full of sausages, you's already a body boy from the gate. Okay? But mass incarceration, when you get incarcerated and you get arrested, under the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, if you was to be found guilty of any charge and you sent to the system, to the penitentiary, you are literally, literally have submitted yourself back to a full-fledged slave. We talking 1619 slavery. Oh, they will have, depending on where you at, they will have you on the railroads. They will have you cleaning up the earth with the slave master on his horse, making sure that you do your job. That movie Life still happens to this very day. Okay? Broken homes. Broken homes is just literally the aftermath of slavery. We're just following the ways of our trendsetters. Not our ancestors, our trendsetters. You know, the first deadbeat was the American presidents, was your slave owners. They was the first deadbeats. We're just following suit. We just doing what you told us to do. You told us to act like this. You taught us any evil, stupid, retarded behavior that you ever see a black man display, just know that he was taught. And if you think that black people are idiotic or what you would call stupid, just know that the curriculums came from the teachers, which is you. Again, how do we heal, right? Love for self. Everybody want to know, how do we heal? There's no healing. There's no healing until get back is done. Payback has to be paid. Payback has to be paid in blood. Payments, restoration, reparations, etc. All of that, and all of that needs to be titled and put together, compiled, and shed with blood. Blood has to be shed. No disrespect. I'm just telling you the truth, because we don't know what love is, and we're so down that rabbit hole. Finding love is just it's just a waste of time at this point, because we wouldn't even know the start of it. Saying I love you is not the start of love. We don't know what the start of it, because again, our love that we had for each other, for self, was removed when we came when the shackles was put around your neck. You can't teach me to love. You can't tell me love anything when you do such heinous shit like that. Just not gonna happen. Just not gonna make sense. Okay? But self-love, healing is the first to know that where the trauma is. We can't keep putting bandages on our problems. Can't keep doing that. It's over for that. We have to really start pointing out the cause, the effect, and the solution. The cause is them. The effect is them. The solution is separating from them. Complete removal. You stay over there, I stay over here. That is the only way we can have some level of healing process taking place. The only way. And as far as the role in the culture, we don't have a culture. Listen to the key word when you hear the word culture. Cult. Cultish. CULT. Culture. Okay? You're being taught to follow a cult. Culture, nature, take away nature and put culture is what they gave you. We don't have a culture. I'm not a cultish follower. I ain't following no cult. I have a heritage. I have a bloodline. I have a soul. I have a mind that is connected to the universe, to the ancestors, to the creators, to the El Kebulan deities, and to every single El Kebulan kidnapped all over the world. I am connected. We don't do culture. We keep in our heritage. We don't do culture. We keep in our heritage. We don't do culture. We are keeping our heritage. You keep your culture. That's what you created. You can have that. You can have everybody in this cultish mentality. You're not going to have the El Kebulans. You're not going to have me. You can keep your culture. This is where the culture starts. You can keep that. And with that being said, people, it's your brother man from the motherland. Came to you guys live. Once again, continue supporting. Please, I want to say thank you for all those that's been tuning in. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe. If it's your first time, hope it's not your last. If you're second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth time, that means I'm still on your mind. That means we still on the grind, because it's about that time. Time for what? Time for you niggas to go get yours. because I am on that journey to go get mine. It's your brother, man. You understand? And I'ma holla. One.